what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Faye, and for today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different on my channel. So as you guys know, the Sephora Spring Savings Event is coming up like quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's coming this Friday, I believe is when it starts. I'll have all the details and dates and everything for you guys either on the screen or down below in the description. And normally around this time, you guys know everybody starts posting their Sephora recommendations, telling you guys the things that they suggest that you buy, that you pick up during the sale. And typically that is a video that I would do, but I feel like I don't really have a ton of new things to recommend to you guys that I haven't talked about in recent videos or in the Sephora recommendations video that I just posted like literally a couple of months ago in the fall. So I'm going to leave my previous Sephora recommendations videos linked for you guys down below, like probably just the last 2 or 3. So that you guys can check those out. And for today's video, I wanted to talk about what's in my cart because I have a lot of stuff in my cart. I have a lot of stuff that I have been going back and forth. I've been adding things, I've been taking things out, and I kind of need y'all's help to tell me like, what should I get? What should I keep in my cart? What should I take out of my cart? What should I add if I don't mention it? So I want this to be more of like a chatty video. So you guys let me know down below in the comments if there's anything that I mentioned that you guys are like, yeah, definitely get, you will love. Or if there's anything that I mentioned that you guys are like, no, I haven't heard really great things about that, take it out. Or again, like I said, if there are things that I don't mention that you think I should have in my cart, let me know down below in the comments. So if you like these types of videos, give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my cart. All right, so my cart is kind of a mess. I've mentioned this to you guys like in previous videos, like when I did my Sephora haul a couple of videos back, I mentioned to you guys that the cart, she's carting, okay? The cart is carting. So I have like 30 items currently in my cart. And typically, I don't know about you guys, but normally when the sale is coming up, I will just throw a bunch of stuff in my cart that I have been interested in or that I've been thinking about. And then as the sale gets closer, I will slowly start to narrow my cart down. So that's what I'm hoping you guys can help me do today. So I'm actually gonna just jump right into the stuff that I have in the cart. I'm gonna start off with like the body care, skincare products. Then I'll kind of just move through the different categories and we can just chat. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first thing that I have in my cart that I have been going back and forth about is the the new shower gels and the body creams. I've specifically been going back and forth about if I should get the St. Bart scent or the Melrose, what's it called? Melrose Place scent. So I went into the store, I think it was yesterday, and I did St. Bart's on this hand and Melrose Place on this hand. I really liked Melrose Place when I put it on my hand initially. I wasn't a huge fan of St. Bart's when I first put it on my hand, but then as the day went on, at first I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna get Melrose Place because like I'm really here for that one, even though I don't typically lean towards rose scented products. But then as the day went on, I started warming up to St. Bart's, and I do already have the St. Bart's scrub, like body scrub, which I haven't used yet. I have it like back stock and I'm like working through some of my other scrubs, but I smelled that when I got back home and then I was confused all over again. So y'all let me know down below, which do you prefer? Have you tried them? Have you smelled them? Are you leaning more towards rose? Do you really like St. Bart's? I feel like there are so many people that love the Melrose scent and there's so many people that also love St. Bart's, especially for summer. So let me know down below. That's like one of the things I have gone back and forth about. So yeah, if you guys can help me decide, that would be great. Do not say get both, okay? I don't want to get both. I want to choose one. Okay, thank you. So the next thing I have in my cart is the Topicals Slather Exfoliating Body Serum. I've heard all the girlies talking about how much they love this product, especially for clearing and brightening the skin for summer. I do have one from Pharmacy already that I've been using, and I've also been using the Ordinary glycolic acid on my body for like brightening and smoothing and helping with like strawberry legs and all of that kind of stuff. So I have this in the cart because I've been going back and forth about it for a minute, but I'm not sure if it's gonna actually make it to checkout. So if you've used it, let me know, what's it giving? Is it a must, or should I just like, is it absolutely necessary if I have the one from Pharmacy? Or if I'm using the Ordinary glycolic acid? I just feel like it may not be something that I absolutely need, but I do have it in the cart. So that's pretty much all that I have for like body care. For skincare, I actually only have one item in here, and it is a skincare like device from Foreo. It's the Foreo Bare Mini Facial Toning Device. So this is a product that I've actually gone back and forth about probably over the course of the last 2 or 3 sales. I always put it in the cart and then I always end up taking it out. But basically what this is a facial toning device. So it's something kind of like gua sha, but with actual microcurrents that you use to tone and shape your face. So I see kind of mixed reviews on it on Sephora. I'm going back and forth about it. It is a little bit pricey, which is why I'm, considering getting it during the sale. But again, you guys let me know. But yeah, that's another one that I've been going back and forth about for a minute. So as of right now, it is in the cart. All right, so let's go ahead and get into fragrance, and then we'll jump over to makeup because the majority of the stuff I have in my cart is makeup products. So for fragrance, I have a couple of fragrances in my cart. So one of them was the Kayali, the new fragrance, the pistachio one. I had that in my cart, and then I went in Sephora yesterday and I smelled it, and I'm on the fence. So if you have tried it and smelled it, or gone into Sephora and smelled it, let me know your thoughts. I tend to lean more towards like vanilla, warm florals, like those types of scents. And I don't know, like when I smelled it, I wasn't in love with it, and I actually ended up taking it out of my cart, but it is still in my favorites. So again, I don't know. That's one that I'm on the fence about. Some of the other ones that I have in here are the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush, the number 40, the Bom Dia fragrance. So I have the body cream of that, which I love. It has a really nice like vanilla floral type fragrance to it, perfect for summer. So I was thinking about getting the body fragrance to go with the body cream that I already have for the summertime. So I do have that in the cart. I'm not really too wishy-washy about that one. I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm probably going to get that. I also have the Clean Reserve Sparkling Sugar fragrance. That is one of their newer fragrances that they just came out with, and I purchased a smaller travel size bottle of that. Absolutely love. I am on the fence about if I'm going to get it this time around because like I said, I did just get the travel size, which I think will last me a decent amount of time. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go ahead and get the full size bottle right now or use up my travel size fragrance first and then get the full size bottle, but I do have it in the cart. If you're curious, the fragrance is warm and spicy, warm and sweet gourmands. It has blackcurrant cassis berries, which you can definitely smell the berries in the fragrance, peach nectar, and white musk. It smells amazing, perfect for summer, very like sweet and warm, like it smells amazing. So definitely one worth smelling that I would recommend for sure. I'm just on the fence about if I'm gonna go ahead and get the full size bottle or if I'm gonna use up my travel size, like I said. But a fragrance that I definitely plan on purchasing is the Burberry Her Elixir. So this is a fragrance that I've actually had saved in my favorites for probably at least a year. I have Burberry Her, but I don't have the elixir. So again, yesterday when I was in the mall, I smelled the elixir and it smells really, really good. It leans a little bit more vanilla than the original Burberry Her. So I definitely plan on picking up that one because my Burberry Her fragrance is almost gone. I probably have about a fourth of the bottle left. So I'm due for a re-up on that. So instead of re-upping on the original, I think I'm just going to re-up on the elixir and use that one for the summertime. And then I also have the Maison Margiela Replica Bubble Bath. That's another one that I've had saved for a while, and I always take it out of my cart and then put it back and then take it out and then put it back. So I'm probably definitely going to end up having to like narrow down my fragrances to like 1 or 2. So you guys let me know of the ones that I mentioned, which ones you think that I should pick up for sure. But those are all the ones that I currently have in the cart. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move into makeup because like I said, 75% of the items that I have in my cart right now are makeup products. So the first thing I have in there is actually a repurchase. It's the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm. I have talked about this so many times here on my channel. So at this point, If you haven't picked it up, just go ahead and put it in the cart and get it. You can get it in the universal shade as well as a tinted shade. If you are my foundation twin, I have the shade number 7, but I also have the translucent shade. So I have the translucent one to use when I'm wearing other foundation products, like I have it on my face right now underneath my NARS Soft Matte Foundation. But on days when I just want something really quick that's going to give me the benefits of the primer and oil control, but also give me like something to smooth out my complexion, I will use the tinted one, which is the shade number 7. An amazing product, highly recommend. Mine is pretty much almost gone, so I will be repurchasing. While we're on Danessa Myricks, I also have the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder blushes in my cart as well. I have 2 shades. I have the shades Bellini and Jubilee. I picked these, well, I was going back and forth about the shades because I also had Rose and Brunch in there. I think it's Rose and Brunch in there as well. I ended up taking that one out because, again, when I was in Sephora yesterday, I looked at the shades and I kind of wanted to get something that I don't already have in my collection. And I have a ton of like the rosy mauve type blush shades. I wear those all the time. So I wanted to get something a little bit different. So Bellini is like a peach shade, and then Jubilee is like a terracotta, like a soft terracotta, which is a little bit different from other things that I have in my collection. And I also don't have a ton of like cream or liquid blushes. So I mentioned to you guys in a previous video that I was trying to build up my blush collection a little bit. So I do have those 2 in there. And while we're on blush, I also put a Rare Beauty blush in here as well. I know Rare Beauty has been trending, popular, like going viral. The girls have been loving the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. So they have a shade out that is limited edition. It's the shade Virtue, and it's a beige peach shade. So I did have some other Rare Beauty liquid blushes in my cart, but since I had the 2 from Danessa Myricks, I decided to do the beige peach from Rare Beauty, and then if I like it, I'll pick up, you know, some other shades. Obviously, my first like order will probably not be my last. Usually I do like 2 to 3 purchases or orders throughout the course of the sale. But these are just like my initial items that I have in the cart. So I think that's all that I have for blush. I have a couple of Complexion products in here as well. Complexion meaning like foundations. I have a couple of like new foundations that have launched recently that I was thinking about trying. So the first one is the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. I added this to the cart because I had someone comment on a recent video. I asked you guys what were some foundations that you guys wanted me to review and try out. And this one and the YSL All Hours Luminous Matte Foundation. Those were 2 that were mentioned in the comments. So I added those to the cart. For the YSL one, I have the shade DN1. And then for the Laura Mercier one, I have 4C1 Praline. The Laura Mercier one, I did actually swatch in the store. And originally I had 5 something, one of the shades in the 5 range, and it was too deep for me, and so I ended up swatching this one and it was a much better match. So 4C1 Praline, again, if you are my foundation twin, that would be the shade that I would recommend. So I have that one in the cart. I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm going to get that one. And then I do also have the YSL one in there as well. And then I also put a couple of products from Kosas in here. So Kosas is another brand that I have had in my favorites for the longest. I have put in my cart several times and I always end up taking out, but I feel like this time I want to just go ahead and keep it in the bag and purchase it. So I have a couple of products from their brand. I have the Revealer Skin Improving Foundation with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. It also has SPF 25, which I am all the way here for brands adding SPF to makeup products because I need all the sun protection. I've been doing like skin cycling and starting to use retinols and active ingredients in my skincare. So I need all the skin protection that I can get when I'm like out and about during the day. So I definitely appreciate brands starting to add SPF in like primers and foundations and stuff like that. But yeah, so I have that in there from Kosas. And then I also have their Glow IV Vitamin Infused Skin Illuminating Enhancer. I know I'm an oily skin girl, but I've seen a couple of people use this product and it just looks beautiful on the skin. I was thinking I could use it specifically like on my cheek area for like a highlight type look underneath foundation. And I have the shade Awaken in that. I did look at those as well when I was in Sephora, and I think Awaken is probably the best fit for me. It's pretty much a skin tone shade. I didn't want to get something that was going to be lighter than my complexion. I wanted to get something that I could either wear on its own, mix in with the moisturizer, mix in with a skin tint, or wear under foundation or mix in with foundation for like a natural glow that wouldn't make me look oily. So I do have that in there. And then I also have the concealer that goes with the foundation that I mentioned, the Revealer Super Creamy Brightening Concealer. So a couple products from Kosas. I also have a Pat McGrath concealer in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the Pat McGrath concealer. I may wait and maybe pick that up when Pat McGrath is having like her 30% off that she has on the website from time to time. I don't know. I have a lot of concealers and a lot of complexion products. So I don't know if I'm going to get the Pat McGrath one. I've heard really great things about it. I've heard it's an amazing concealer, but I'm just not sure if it's going to make the cut because I'm definitely going to have to narrow some of this stuff down. But as of right now, it is in the cart along with another one of the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealers. I'm definitely just going to go ahead and get this because during the sales, I think the Sephora products or the Sephora collection brand is 30% off. And this concealer is only $15. So if you haven't looked into Sephora collection, I feel like a lot of their products are slept on, but so many of their products are amazing. Like their translucent loose setting powder, the concealers I've mentioned several times on my channel. They have a lot of really great products. Their lip liners, their lip products. There's just a lot from Sephora collection that is actually really great quality. So I would recommend checking them out if you haven't already. But the Best Skin Ever concealers, Chef's Kiss. I have two shades already. I have one that is like a skin tone shade. I think it's 35 in. And then I have one that I bought as like an under eye brightening, which is 34.5 in. But it's not super bright. It's kind of like maybe a shade or two lighter than my complexion. So I wanted a shade just a little bit lighter than that. So I have 26 in my cart. And like I said, I'm definitely going to get that because it's only $15 and it'll be 30% off. Okay, so that is all that I have in there for complexion. If I'm missing anything, because I know there's been a lot of launches and things coming out, let me know down below in the comments because I definitely cannot keep up with everything that is launching. But those are all of the complexion products that I have in the cart, and also help me narrow some of this stuff down. Like for the foundations, I have the YSL one, Laura Mercier. I have the, what was the other one? YSL, Laura Mercier, and Kosas. I'm not sure that I'm going to purchase all three. So if there's like certain ones that you guys really want to see, let me know that down below in the comments as well. So last but not least, I got some lip products. I feel like lip products on my channel, I don't talk a lot about. I kind of just have the lip products that I like that I use over and over and over again. But I kind of wanted to try some new ones this time around. So I put a couple of new launches, or new to me at least, lip products in the cart. So the first thing that I have in here are the Soft Pinch Tinted Lip Oils from Rare Beauty. These look stunning. They're basically like super pigmented glosses, even though it says on here that they are lip oils, but from the swatches and from other people that I have seen try the product, they look gorgeous and they look very pigmented, like super pigmented lip glosses. So I have two shades in here, Joy, which is a muted peach, and then also Hope, which is a nude mauve, which right now both of those shades are showing out of stock. So hopefully they're back in stock by the time the sale comes around. Otherwise I might have to do some store hopping to try to find them. But those, yeah, I have those in the cart, and I'm leaning towards getting those. Also have the Tower 28 lip liner in the shade Draw Me. So I mentioned to you guys a couple of videos ago that I have been trying out different brown lip liners, trying to find the perfect brown lip liner for me. So some of you guys, a lot of you guys actually recommended the Makeup Forever Limitless Brown, which I did pick up recently. I do have it on my lips today as a lip liner. I am loving that one. So I added this one to the cart because I saw my girl Andrea use it in a recent video where she was lining her lips, and it looked like it would be a really nice brown lip liner for me. So I have that in the cart. It's only $15, so I'll probably go ahead and get that. And then I also added one of the Summer Fridays lip balms. Right now I have the shade Vanilla Beige in here, but I also was thinking about maybe getting the shade Vanilla. Vanilla is kind of just like it doesn't really have a tint to it, like what would be, I guess, kind of like a nude with like a little bit of a beige tint to it, but it really doesn't have much of a tint. Whereas Vanilla Beige has like a slight kind of beigey, muted, nude tint to it, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna get one. I'm just not sure which shade I want to get, but right now in the cart I have Vanilla Beige, and then let's see, what else do I have in here for lip products? Oh, also for complexion, I have the One Size Turn Up the Base powder foundation. I'm not sure if she's gonna make the cut, but she's in here because I was thinking about doing a full face of One Size, like testing out all of the products, but yeah, I'm not sure. But I do have it in here right now. I have medium dark 6, so let me know if, I've heard really great things about the powder foundation. I'm just not sure if I need it right now, but I do have it in here. I'm just debating. But back to lips, I also have the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Color. Another product that I've heard lots of great things about. Right now I have the shade Barely Pink in here. Again, another nude. Whenever I try out new products, I prefer, or I like to pick shades that are gonna be shades that I'm gonna use. So it normally almost always leans towards nudes, like neutral pinks, mauves, like everyday lip color type shades that I know for sure I'll use on a regular basis. And then once I try it out and, you know, if I really like it, then I'll kind of get other shades. But yeah, I just have one of these in the cart right now. Like I said, I got Barely Pink, which is a soft spice pink, just to try out and see if I like. And yeah, I think that's everything that I have in the cart. I thought it was gonna take me longer to film this, but yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention too, I have one of the Fenty Beauty Fenty Icon Velvet Liquid Lipsticks in here. I have Sea Sweetheart, which is a soft pink nude. And then I've also been going back and forth about getting one of the reds. I can't even tell you how many times I've put one in the cart and taken it out, or looked at it at the store and then not picked it up. But I'm leaning towards the HBIC Deep Garnet Red shade. I just think that would look really pretty on my complexion. I don't have it in the cart right now, but actually I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in the cart so I don't forget about it. But yeah, I do have those two in here, the pink shade and the red shade. So now at the end of this video, I have 31 items in the cart. It's totaling, we're not gonna talk about the total, okay? We're not gonna talk about the total. But it will be less than what it shows right now because obviously I'll be getting 20% off. And then also I probably won't get every single thing that I mentioned. Hopefully you guys, again, like I said, will be able to help me out with that in the comments because I do need to narrow it down, okay? We need to narrow the cart down. But there's a lot of great stuff in the cart. There's a lot of great products that are coming out, that are launching. The brands have been doing what they need to do with the launches. Another product that I would recommend to you guys that I don't have in my cart because I did already purchase it is the Too Faced Skin Tint, the new skin tint that just launched recently. Fire, okay? I did a full review on my channel, including a wear test. So if you haven't watched that video, I would definitely recommend checking it out. But that product, amazing. I tested it that day and I also wore it to work and it lasted on my face and wore throughout the day beautifully. So I don't know what Too Faced has in that product, but for a skin tint, highly recommend, among my favorite skin tints so far. So if you are a skin tint girly and you're looking for something that's going to even out your complexion, give you a little bit of coverage but not too much, and it's going to be lightweight for you on the skin, you know, for summer, highly recommend that product as well. And yeah, I think that's all that I have to share with you guys. Like I said, I will link my other recommendations videos for you guys down below if you're interested. If I think of anything else that I didn't mention that I would recommend to you guys, I'll leave that down below. And I'll also link everything that I mentioned in this video down below for easy shopping so that you can add it to your cart. So yeah, I think that's all that I have for you guys for today's video. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And if you haven't already, I would love to have you as part of my fam. So consider subscribing down below, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video.